Should be starting. You should see a technical difficulties. Oh, here in a minute.
I didn't get any info from camp today. I didn't get any info from camp today.
He said info today or tomorrow.
He said info today.
He
said info today.
He
said info today.
Yeah, I'm muted.
Yeah,
on the
well,
stream.
Alex's little idea did not work because I went to someone's stream, I muted it.
Well, Sam,
Mine
well,
was
I
still
was,
Oh my goodness.
I'm muted. Well, I
Oh my
was,
goodness.
and Chris is still
La
unmuted.
la 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 la.
And Chris is going to sing for us now.
My idea worked.
Tony
I
Wallo
went to,
Studios.
the mixer and
It's the
I
Ken
muted
Stout
it
live
right
show,
there.
featuring the Zoom
I muted it
homies,
on the stream,
produced
and
by
then muted
LK
the
Productions.
phone.
I don't think I'm still the issue. Let me go check my YouTube tabs.
What's this? International Man of Resolve. How about International Man of Mystery?
Well, that's coming up.
Oh, okay. Okay. Boy, Doug's really getting into this try hack me thing, isn't he?
I guess. Chris, see if you've got a YouTube tab running somewhere, please.
Oh, Ken, it is me. Oh, I forgot to. Give me a second. I got so many tabs open. I got so many tabs open. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Ken, that was me. Ken, that.
We knew that.
So if
Somebody
somebody
else-
still got one running, let me make sure it's not me.
not me.
I'm muted.
Me.
Probably Alex.
I'm gonna wait.
I'm muted, so. And the one I started to test out his theory is muted. And I'm going to pause it actually.
Darren's muted. Chris is muted. Sean's muted. I've got your stream muted.
I'm not hearing it now. No, I am hearing it now. Okay, so do I have a tab? I don't think let me check all my YouTube tabs. Okay, that one's off. That one's off. All right, Jeff, give me an audio check, please.
Oh.
Okay, so that looks good. The mixture looks good. I'm not hearing it now. All right, Chris, unmute your mic and let me have an audio check, please.
Okay, I was muted on my mic and I could hear you on the stream. I'm going to mute the stream.
Okay.
I'm muted on the stream again now.
Yeah, I'm not hearing it now. I'm thinking. Now I'm still hearing an echo. Are you guys hearing an echo? Because if you're not, okay, well then that's good. I'm not going crazy.
Well, that's another matter.
That's debatable. Yes, I know. All right, let's see if we're getting anything now.
I was just wondering how long it take you to catch it. I've been messing with you. I've been turning it on and off.
He'll be back.
The punishment.
Was he really the one that was leaking the video or the audio?
He was, he was taking it in and out apparently.
Yeah, he was the one doing it. Poor professor.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor professor.
Well, it should have been in Las Vegas day, Ken. This morning I had 42 degrees and rain.
Wow.
Oh yeah, we had rain here too.
And just had a little bit of rain a while ago, not enough to worry about. But it was about
predicting rain here
52.
Saturday.
So
I think it's in the high percentages, which I mean that doesn't mean anything unless it's 100%. Oh, we're up to 70% now, though. So it's a possibility.
They're saying 79 on Saturday and Sunday. I have
I didn't pay attention to what the temperature was going to be because with it raining, I'm not going to do anything.
I have to run my AC.
73 tomorrow and cloudy, 65 on Saturday, and a 70% chance of rain. 68 on Sunday and sunshiny. So probably we'll try to get a golf round in on Sunday afternoon.
Ken, the other day, last night or night before, you were talking about the big fluctuations in gas prices.
Yeah.
I was at Smith's earlier today. They're $4.55 at Smith's today.
Doggone it.
And I mean, that's down from what it was. And the lowest price on Gas Buddy for here is Conoco at $4.17 a gallon. Sam's and Costco are $4.36 or $4.37. So it has dropped quite a bit just in a day or two. Crazy.
We jumped 40 cents. Now there is one lone gas station that's still at $3.99. I just wonder how long they're going to hold out. Or hopefully everybody will start dropping tomorrow. I don't know.
I heard
So, but it's just kind of like a zigzag here.
Oh, it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible.
might be a shortage on diesel fuel.
That's what they keep saying. That's what my mom keeps saying, that she keeps hearing, is it's going to be a shortage. According to her little source that she's watching, say that we've only got like 25 days or so of diesel left, and then we'll be out.
And the farmers gonna be in trouble.
What about the truck
And
drivers?
the farmers
The
and
truck
the
drivers too.
trucks to deliver the groceries to the stores, and the school buses, and just about every big, thing you can think of. But it's okay because Gary's Tesla will still be able to get back and forth to work.
It's a
Gary's
some of the
got a
farmers get a
Tesla or
special
Gary?
kind of
Gary.
diesel. I can't remember what
I
it's
still can't
called.
understand. Hold on.
Green
Gary,
diesel or
Alex.
something.
Alex,
Yes,
did you purposely do that to be put in the waiting room?
I didn't realize.
I'm pretty sure you knew that's where you were going. I'm pretty sure you knew that. I didn't know if you were doing it on purpose, but you knew you were going to go to the waiting room.
The first clue he's doing it on purpose was when he laughed and said, "I was wondering how long it would take you to figure that out." That was the first clue.
Now, did you say Gary or Carrie
Gary,
with a G?
Gary.
Okay. I didn't think he had a car like that.
He's got a Tesla.
Okay.
Pretty sure it's electric.
Well, I can finally see the forecast for the weekend, for next Friday, the weekend that I'll be at camp, and
I hope it's going to storm. I hope it's going to have thunderstorms.
it's supposed to be 70
tornadoes.
It's supposed to be 75 Friday, high 75, low of 42, and Saturday it's supposed to be high of 67, low of 41, with sunny both days.
Can you hope it thunders like it did that day you were there?
Yeah, really. Because it did do that.
So
we'll see if we can't get that changed for you. Greg, somehow you were miraculously third again tonight at 8:40. I'm trying to remember what time I put that on, though. I think it was well before 8:40. Yeah, about 6:30 is when I actually uploaded it. Or not uploaded, but scheduled it.
I was taking a nap at that time.
I had just woken up from a nap. This getting home at 6:30 in the morning, getting back up by 11:30 to do Doug's thing and my thing. That's wearing me out.
So is this Mrs. K's 8-hour or 16-hour day today?
Yeah, she's home. She's in there watching TV.
All
Tomorrow's 16.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So
She's a glutton for punishment.
That reminds me. I'm glad you said that. I forgot to check something when we got home.
So my Optiplex had a 120 gig solid state drive. when I got home, I had a package of the Intel 512. So what I did was, before I took the 512 out of the Optiplex and put it in my gaming PC, I used the Cronus and cloned it to this drive. Then when I got home here to my parents' house, I cloned the 120 gig to the 512 again. And then I moved that out, and then I bought what RAM does not give me any problems, which is this 32 gig kit of silicon powered gaming turbine, 3200 megahertz. Haven't gave me any problems. I think Rick said it was giving him problems at one time, but I have it in an AMD system and I have it in an Intel system, and I haven't come across any problems lately or anything. And then I'm gonna pull the 5600G out, and I'm gonna put Ryzen 7 5700G in there.
I'm gonna do a test.
And then I'm
over
gonna
YouTube
probably
audio.
sell the new motherboard and the 5600G and the power supply.
So I had a little funny moment today. I ordered these for I ordered these almonds, Carolina Reaper almonds, and took them in there to my mom. Asked her to try them. She took 3 out of the container and put them all in her mouth at once. And then my nephew took one and tried it, and needless to say, it set both of their mouths on fire.
Okay, did your mom throw a frying pan? Did you see a frying pan coming at your direction?
Oh, that was funny. But she didn't realize it was
see
hot.
a book come at your direction? Did you even tell your mom that they were really, really hot?
It was hotter than I thought. Even.
All right, I'm back. I had to go tell her something. Their time clock system is based out of Colorado, so it's 2 hours off. Hopefully they're going to get that fixed pretty soon.
Terry's getting all stuck up lately. I don't know what's got up his butt. Something has. I don't know what yet.
A reindeer.
Hey, that might be. It's around Christmas time. Maybe a reindeer actually snuck up there. But
yeah, when she goes to work and works 16 hours tomorrow, she will hit 50 hours since Tuesday. In a 4-day period, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, she will have 50 hours.
did you put Alex in the waiting room, or did he just leave on his own?
I have no idea. I was adjusting my wife's time. I heard somebody leave, so I'm going to go out on a limb here and say he left on his own.
Oh, you know what? I think his mom heard him say that he gave her. She took 3 of those hot almonds, and her mouth was on fire. It was like, did a book come your way, or a frying pan, or something come your way for you giving your mom hot almonds?
Okay, what did I miss? My audio just cut out again.
I thought you solved that problem.
I thought I did too, Ken, but I'm still having issues with this. I'm still having issues with this thing, and I rode back the driver. I rode back the driver a while ago, thinking that may fix it, but no, still the same issue.
You want me to call Doug and have him join us so he can fix it for you?
He ain't gonna be able to fix my audio because it only happens if he shows up. I know what's gonna happen. He could be on here for 2 hours, and for the whole 2 hours, it's not going to mess up. But once he leaves, it's gonna mess up again.
So I have this board for sale. It's a B550.
What kind of CPU does that take?
I got a DVD burner for sale, and I got a 600 watt brand new, still in the song thing. It
What
was
kind
for
of CPU does that motherboard take, Sean?
I did an upgrade on mine, a BIOS update. It's up to F
No, but I mean, does
15.
it take AMD or Intel?
AMD.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have a Ryzen 5 5600G for sale too.
What
That will run perfectly fine.
What kind
in
of-
there. So you basically,
hold the board back up here again, Sean. I want to look up the specs.
it was for somebody's computer build, but you know, they don't need it anymore. So
Catherine will be happy with AMD.
So it's a B550 Aorus Elite.
yeah.
Yeah, what's the power supply? He said 600.
The power supply is a 600 watt.
Okay, is that
Brand new. 80 plus white plus.
okay?
And then there's just
Bronze or
luckily
white?
I only bought one of them, but there's
Said white.
there's a Asus DVD burner.
Give you
Yeah.
$5 for the DVD burner.
I bet it'll only be it'll only be used once. I put a DVD. My mom wanted a DVD burner in her computer. Guess how many times it's been used?
Once.
It's been used like 2 or 3 times because very occasionally, the last time I was asked to make multiple copies of one disc, I used it because it's faster than the USB one I have on my computer. So I was able to make using both of our computers. I was able to make 2 copies of the disc at the same time because this person, they wanted like 3 copies of every disc, and I had like 4, 5, 6 different tapes to make disc of, and they wanted 3 copies of each.
So I left my house this morning and forgot to grab my webcam and microphone. So my mom said to go ahead and steal my dad's webcam from his computer because he's not using his computer ever again. So I took his webcam, and it's a very nice one.
It was a 550 Elite, right? Or Aorus Elite?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought so. I was just making sure.
I've got a Pioneer DVD writer, brand new in the box. It's about 8-10 years old. Never been opened the box.
I'll give you $6.
No, that's the one I was going to stick in my bill. I just never got to it. And I've got an external Asus.
There you go, Ken. I put the website of the motherboard and the specifications of it. And the latest BIOS is F15D, and that came out 7/27/2022. So yeah,
Like in July.
yeah. So, and my gaming computer has the latest BIOS update too, so I did that. Gary,
Hello, sirs and sirs.
we were just talking a minute ago about your Tesla. You have a Tesla, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, we were just talking about your Tesla. Actually, Alex was, we weren't, but
Why?
Alex was talking about.
Oh, well,
something.
we were discussing the price of gas, and then we said that you'd still be able to go even if gas got more pricey.
Yeah, but remember, a lot of states, they want you to limit your loose electricity.
Does it cost you, does it cost you more to charge your Tesla than it is to get gas in a car?
No, I mean, no, but remember, it's pretty good on cutting itself off because I leave it plugged in all the time if I'm not using it. It's not a daily driver.
So I heard this BMW on this traveling YouTube channel that if you run out of battery, you can actually put like $5 worth of gas into it, and it will charge your batteries.
I don't know where I would put it.
That's what
Gas
I say.
can, maybe.
Where in the world would you put that? Are you talking about on a hybrid, Sean?
Hybrid, yes.
No, battery operated. It has no gas engine. It just They said it's a BMW and you can put gas, $5 worth of gas into it and it will charge your batteries somehow.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to look that up.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
No, there is on mine.
I mean, it's
You
gotta
can't even
be a
do.
hybrid if that's possible.
There's no air cleaner. Well, there is a cabin air cleaner, but there is no air cleaner, air filter. Air filter. Excuse me. There's no oil filter. There's no oil. There's no gas. There's no gas filter.
Yeah.
So take it
I'll
the
say
quick you
that
live.
would be a very good idea.
I don't know where you'd put it. And if you put it, yeah, I guess you could put it in the charger, like in a port there. You'd get sparks, but you could do that. But maybe I guess I might do
Yeah,
some of the battery.
Tony's right. I agree with Tony.
I'll try it if but I'll make sure somebody else doesn't, so I can claim my insurance.
Get your neighbor to try it first, Gary.
Well, it'll be on film, don't worry. Everything. My garage is on film, inside and out.
I've been copying files from my 2 terabyte to my new 5 terabyte drive. I did reformat that drive, by the way.
Just out of curiosity, you had one, they were both USB 3 probably, or one was USB 3 and USB-C?
No, they're both USB 3. It's going kind of slow, but I think whichever computer I'm using, they're sharing a bus. I need to plug one of them in the back of the computer to get a little faster.
Well, isn't the Seagate a USB-C?
No.
Oh, I thought it was. The one I got was, I think.
But it's 3.0. It isn't even the 3.1 or whatever.
Yeah, well, I don't think there's.
But what I discovered, it had a hidden EFI partition on it, which was just wasted space. It wasn't very big, but so I just removed the partitions and then reformatted the whole thing with NTFS.
I don't know why it would have that. I mean,
well, I'm not sure either. I had to go through a little bit of rigmarole to remove that. You have to use disk part and change the ID for the hidden partition to some special hexadecimal value, and then it'll let you delete the partition. You can Google it and see how to do it.
So along with this 512 NVMe, I put in this Dell. I also put a laptop hard drive, 1 terabyte in there for extra storage. Just like my gaming PC has a 512 NVMe and it has a 500 gig hard drive. So,
well, for booting and everything and whatever software you might have, the 512 ought to be plenty, I would think.
hey, Rick.
I'm trying to figure out how Rick snuck in. I've got play a sound when someone leaves or joins, and I never heard a bell or anything. I heard it when Gary came in. I did not
Rick's
hear it
got
when
the
Rick
knack.
came in.
Rick is smiling. I think he has a secret way of coming in without making the chime go off. Because lately when he comes in, there's no chime for him. I think he knows the secret way of coming in, Rick.
No, I
Share your
don't.
secrets.
mine did an update tonight before it let me in.
Zoom updated?
Yeah. And I mean, I was on last night with you, so I don't know what it did.
Oh, who knows?
But it did put an update.
My mom makes the best ensuite tea.
Okay, that's interesting. I click on that and it takes me to YouTube. I don't want YouTube. So, yeah, I see he's got one scheduled for tomorrow. As a matter of fact, I can tell you tomorrow's stream is going to be a premiere from Doug.
Or Doug?
Yeah. And it's going to be 26 minutes and 1 second plus a 1 minute intro. I got an email from him about 8:30 on it.
What's the 1 minute intro?
It's a premiere, so it's going to have the intro to it. You can set it for 1 minute or 2 minutes.
Hut, hut, hut.
Yeah, really.
Hmm.
Oh, it looks like Houston's gonna tie this or go ahead in the series 3-2.
Who's pitching? Don't tell me.
I have no idea.
I just
I
personally
don't
don't.
think it's I think Verlander was scheduled to pitch. Yeah, Justin Verlander seeking his first World Series win, battled through 5 innings to put Houston in position to seize a 3-2 series lead. So I guess he might be the pitcher of record.
Ken, I sent you that link, and the board goes for $174.
All right, thank you.
7 cents for it.
I'm not an expert. I thought you had to have 6 innings, but 5? Okay, whatever.
Oh, I don't know. I that's just it. There's some really weird ways that used to work. That if you're ahead at a certain point, you get pulled, and I don't know. I've lost.
Yeah.
I haven't kept up with it over the years, but I guess we'll know here. What are they on the bottom of the 8th? So in about another 20 minutes, the game will be over, and unless Philadelphia has a big comeback.
Well, 3-2. That's not a big comeback.
No, they're up in the game. They're ahead 3-1 is the score.
Oh.
But if they win tonight's game, they'll have a 3-2 series lead going back to Houston.
Well, it's 3-1's not that far. It's like 8.
Oh no.
Didn't they win 7-2 or 7-1? Second game.
They had a shutout last night, and I don't remember if it was 5 or 7.
I thought they won one by quite a little difference.
Hang on, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not following it either, but you know.
So let's see here.
What are we looking at? Bottom of the 8th.
Last night they won 5-0, and then
Who?
on
Astros?
On Tuesday night they did win. Philadelphia won 7-0 on Tuesday, and then on Monday that game was postponed. On Saturday, Houston won 5-2, and on Friday night, Philadelphia won 6-5. So they're pretty evenly matched.
So they're what, 2-2 now, or yeah, 2-2,
right now
right?
it's 2-2. This is game.
No, I mean two wins each, right?
Yeah, 2 wins apiece.
I get confused. Houston should be in the National League, weren't they, for a long time?
Long time, yes, an extremely long time. And then when, oh shoot, trying to remember what put them over into the American League. They realigned, and they brought somebody into the National League, and Houston agreed to go to the American League, but that was years ago. And I mean years ago. So now I got to get out of this completely because I saw something about Indiana basketball that I wanted to go look at. The season starts Monday for college. Oh, great. Now it's not there. Go figure that. Well, they had their cupcake 2-game preseason schedule, and they sat out their big stars last game, and they won by 41. So I'm sure they played them tonight a little bit.
My God, Michigan dropped in the college football playoff rankings, but not on its AP. Well, they should They should go up in the last game of the season. Michigan in football, NCAA.
Were they playing Ohio State?
Last game, yeah. I'm assuming with the rest of the season, they both got easier teams. So
They do.
not
They
easy,
actually do. They're predicting. One scenario actually predicts Ohio State and Michigan both getting into the football playoff. Be interesting to see if that actually happens or not.
What do you mean playoff? I mean,
about, I don't know.
What, the CFP?
Yeah, the CF.
Yeah,
Years ago,
okay.
they went to that stupid playoff scenario instead of having the different bowls. Now you're, what is it? The Orange Bowl and There's one more. They determine the 4 teams that play for the national championship. It's just silly.
Yeah,
the Rose,
so 3 bowls involved, 2 semifinal and 1
right.
final, right?
the Big Ten, it's still the Big 10 or 12 goes to the Rose Bowl, right?
Yep. That's
So
an
it is-
automatic bid.
Yeah, it'll be either Michigan or Ohio State. I'm pretty sure.
Unless someone wins, unless somebody like Illinois creeps up and wins the Big Ten tournament, they would go.
Illinois, maybe. I don't know. I know what you're saying. but-
Illinois is the only team that has any chance whatsoever. Maybe Penn State. Illinois is like 8-1.
Penn
surprisingly.
State's, I think they're 7-1, but unless they did something tonight. And Penn State's 6-2. Who does Penn State play? Indiana, Maryland, Rutgers, and Michigan State. Michigan State they'll beat.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, they don't. They should quit. Indiana, they should beat. I think.
Depends on where that game's played. If Michigan State plays Indiana in Bloomington, I'll give a slight, and I mean slight, edge to IU. If they're playing it in Michigan State, whatever they're at, they'll lose, hands down.
I'm not sure of that. Michigan State has been doing pretty bad everywhere.
They're 3-5. Illinois 7-1. Penn State 6-2 is playing in Indiana. There's no doubt Penn State will win that game, so they'll be 7-2 after Saturday.
Yeah.
IU got dinged by a couple things. Their star quarterback went to the portal transfer and left. He's doing a whopping 0 for whatever. So, not that he
Oh.
probably would have done much better at Indiana, but
Illinois plays Michigan the week before Ohio State.
they should be either 8-1 or 9-1 going into that game. Where's that game at? In Champaign or in Ann Arbor?
At Michigan, it says.
So it'd be in Ann Arbor.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll give Michigan a real big edge there.
I hope. I'm joking, but serious. Yeah. If you've ever been there, I have been there. I don't particularly like going there. It's not a fun stadium. But it's chaotic as hell.
I bet.
I mean, the crowds go crazy. How's Rutgers doing?
I got some Kansas news for Jeff, not Kansas State. Did you see where?
Basketball stuff.
Yeah. Did you see
Suspensions
where
of
they suspended
coaches.
their coach for 4 games?
Yep.
Yeah, they
Something
should have.
happened back in 2017. That the newspapers out there have been pissing and moaning about that for 2 or 3 years now, or more.
4
Self and
games.
one of his assistants gets suspended for, and they lose 3 scholarships or 4 over 3 years or something. I don't remember exactly.
Well, Michigan State athletics must be really down because their basketball team barely beat a Grand Valley State, which is probably Division A, maybe, or Double A. That's terrible. And I can't find the report I wanted to find on IU, so that's not going well with me. Who's got their TV on? I'm not looking at Zoom. I can hear a TV.
Not I. That was Northwestern.
That was probably mine. I turned it down.
So I'm just seeing something about Dish Network and DirecTV might be gonna merge.
Who?
Dish Network and DirecTV.
Does Dish have a home a streaming service? I wonder. I don't know.
I think so.
I would bet
I
they
don't
do.
think so. I don't think so. And
No,
that'd be a huge disaster. I can see it now.
I agree with Alex.
Why?
Dish Network is the people to go with if you need satellite TV, because that's all they do is satellite TV and internet. I think they don't do anything else.
What is DirecTV? They do satellite also?
No,
Direct
they have to
TV,
stream.
Direct TV is Direct TV is owned by AT&T, and AT&T does everything. Internet.
Oh, okay, I didn't know
phones,
that. I know
TV.
we have DirecTV stream, but we never had DirecTV satellite. We got a deal on it, so it's like, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I never did like DirecTV. They lied.
I mean, this
So
I mean-
you can take this with a grain of salt. Live streaming channels and on-demand movies and shows for everyone. All Dish customers are able to access these internet stream channels on dishanywhere.com and the Dish Anywhere mobile app. So do they have streaming service? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but it's not what you think, Ken. Unless they've changed the you have to have actual Dish Network satellite TV service in order to traditional satellite TV service in order to be able to use their app. You can't just buy a streaming service from them like you can with DirecTV.
All right, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, Sean.
Hopefully.
All right. Take it.
Thanks, Sean.
Because I've used that app before, and what that app does is the first thing it does when you install it on your phone or your tablet, it will ask you to connect to your hopper, which is your main satellite DVR box. So you have to have traditional satellite TV service in order for that app to work.
So they actually did play the starters for most of the first half, and they won the game 104-59. And their big guy they're going to carry the season on was 4 or 5 in the first half, in the first 13 minutes of the first half, and had 11 points. Let me see what he ended up with the game. Probably about 15 points because they probably didn't play him very much after that. They were 17 of 26 with 12 dunks during that period. Wow. So obviously St. Francis didn't play much defense, did they?
So how much should they pay the excuse me, college athletes?
Oh, I don't know. It's been debated for years.
Well, I remember Willie Mays, baseball player, I mean, obviously, but I'm laughing because he was a greeter. I mean, he was Willie Mays for one of the casinos. You probably know the casino better than I do. And they wouldn't let him coach baseball the next minor league, the next spring training because it was gambling. And now in football, they have a sponsor that's a gambling thing.
Oh, yeah. And they got the NIL now. I give it another 5 years, and college players will probably be paid cash money.
Well, I mean, how do you set? I mean, to me, for football, especially basketball too, that's your minor league. I mean, there's not really a minor league setup like there is with baseball.
Correct.
I mean, I'm not a football aficionado, but baseball, you spend 5 years in the minors. Seems like football, you go either the pros or you're pretty much not.
Okay, Alex, are you still with us?
Yes.
All Dish customers are able to access these internet stream channels on dishanywhere.com and the Dish Anywhere app, regardless of what type of receiver you have. So have they changed it?
But listen to me again, Ken. It says regardless of what type of receiver you have. It does not say if you do not have a receiver. You have to have a receiver, period, which means you have to have traditional satellite TV service.
Can you stream DirecTV without a receiver?
Yes.
Yes.
They have a specific service for that. It's called DirecTV now.
No, I mean, I'm literally was watching it half an hour ago.
Okay. I did not know that. I thought you had to have a receiver as well.
It's an app, isn't it?
It's an app for your smart TV. Yes.
Yes. But that just like Dish, DirecTV also has an app for their set-top satellite, for their traditional satellite TV customers.
Yeah, they did at one time. I don't know about now.
But
I
they,
still see dishes up. I mean, I still see dishes up that when they wasn't there like a few days ago. I've seen that.
basically DirecTV used to be good before they became part of AT&T. Once AT&T bought them out, they became trash.
I have never had a dish satellite. Well, I've had Starlink Maritime. I've never had a dish for anything but that, and that I got free.
Yeah.
So I'll take free. Free good usually.
Dish Network actually started out by Echo Star with the big C-band dishes.
But yeah, I've never.
Yes, because some of the older receivers, the older Dish Network remotes, on the back of them, if you pay close attention, they say Echo Star on the back of them.
So I guess tomorrow when I get up, I'll be able to watch Manifest on Netflix because it's going to be released at 12 a.m. Pacific time tonight. And they're releasing all 10 episodes tonight. So I might not get much done. Maybe I hope it does rain Saturday. I'll have to put Doug on in the background and watch Manifest. So did everyone see Doug's comment today when he said, when Long Dog says we need Alex, and Doug said we don't need Alex?
I think he was pulling. I think he was.
I posted it on.
Joking.
Well, of course he was joking, Alex. I mean,
I didn't mean it the way he said it. I think.
Yeah, I posted it on Facebook as a clip in case anyone's interested.
I mean, I didn't see it, but what was Long Dog posting that about?
Well,
Doug,
I'll have a lot to
was
tell. I'll have a
struggling
lot
doing
to say
something.
to Doug when I have a lot to say to Doug this Saturday. Then
Waiting room.
Yeah, really.
I think Doug's quicker than that, and I think he does it for a lot longer. Well, last time I said it about Doug, I got in trouble. But
All right, so
that-
here's the clip that I made. I think this is where it starts.
Should I go back to my plan of putting in configuring static addresses? On my actual cable modem router, I don't think you can change it either, but in my Synology, I could. Yeah, I could put in my own router to do it. In the command line, I believe it's ipconfig. Yeah, no, we don't need that. I know how to do this. We don't need Alex
Really?
for that.
Doug doesn't know how to set up a network. Come on.
I just thought that was kind of funny the way he said it. So
I think he's Black Long Dog. No. I mean, there's
back in
reasons.
place here.
There's a lot of reasons for static and non-static. All my cameras are static. That way I can get to them easily. In the house, I mean.
So that board he was showing us is $175 at Amazon.
Are we upgrading?
Oh gosh, no.
Mhm.
Sean's gonna get rid of some things because I guess the stuff he bought to build his dad a computer, he's no longer going to do that. He had a board, a power supply, a DVD drive, which he should throw that in for free with somebody.
Yeah, but I still have a lot of stuff with pictures and music on it. I haven't used them, but I still have them.
our cameras are part of our alarm system that we got through company, and to the best of my knowledge, unless they've upgraded it or something, you can't access it through like a normal web browser on a computer. You can't access it on a computer at all. You have to use the app on your phone or your tablet.
Mine is not.
Or you have to use the pan, or you have to use the actual panel on the wall.
Our house is by me. I have all mixed. I don't have, and I have everything controlled by me, and it goes through a service that I pay also for
I
monitoring.
I would do that away, but my mom and dad once again got suckered into a 5-year contract by one of the door-to-door salesmen about 2 or 3 years ago.
Quarter salesman, they have those nowadays.
No, this was before COVID.
No,
But no, since COVID has hit, there hasn't been any direct TV, Dish Network, alarm system salesmen come to our door and say, we'd like to try to sell you and get you an alarm system or TV. The COVID has cut all that out. Now the only door-to-door people we have is we have had people come knocking on our door, trying to get us to vote for them for mayor or whatever. But that's the only door-to-door. That's the only people that have come knocking on our door.
What's a red USB 3.2? I'm looking at that motherboard and it's got USB 3.2 blue, 4 of them. And then it's got 3 of them because one of them looks like it says BIOS, a dedicated BIOS USB. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the red indicate? I don't understand that. Have I stumped the panel?
Blue is generation 3.2, and I think red is
USB.2, they say.
Right here it says USB 3.2, USB 3.2, and then this one says USB 3.2, but then down there at the bottom it says BIOS, so I'm guessing that's dedicated strictly for BIOS only.
No, it means
that's what Carrie did the other day.
No, this one means red means 40 gig, not 20. Fastest out, basically.
And then it's got a HDMI and then 2 regular old USB, so it's got 2, 4, 6, 7 on there. Okay.
It's cool. And hopefully they're on a different bus or different.
Maxes out at 128 gigabyte of RAM. All right.
Yeah. When we had a camera system sitting around at a church that hadn't been installed, and so when they finally got around to installing it, it was 8 cameras and a whole DVR system as they ran cables all through the ceiling and did all that. The minute church did all that themselves.
No, because I routinely add areas like inside the garage, outside, in the pool, everywhere. In the restaurant, no, I'm kidding.
So yeah, you pretty much got you got a big old monitor screen with 15 different video feeds all showing at the same time.
The problem is I don't watch them, but yeah, I do actually. Server room. That's what I was saying. I had a monitor go out, but it's been on 3 years steady. Never even dims.
Jeff, can I get you to check something out on your CBS for me, please? Jeff even in the room?
I think he was daughtering or grandchilding. Maybe
oh, I haven't had to call him in a long time. Oh, he woke up. Doggone it. I was getting ready to call you.
Oh, I can still hear you.
Can you do me a favor and look and see if CSI Vegas comes on your CBS 8 at 10 o'clock, please?
Yep. Just a second.
Yes. Hold it. I haven't watched network kind of TV in a long time.
Hold on.
I can watch it on the internet tomorrow, but I kind of want to see tonight's episode live. and I have the ability.
CBS,
I've got
let's
CBS
see.
8 Las Vegas in my favorite, so I cannot find the CBS affiliate in anywhere in Hawaii, which is really strange.
NCIS or CIS?
CIS.
CSI Vegas.
Yeah.
CSI Vegas. So that's
Kind of a repeat of the old CSI, and then they just put on the Vegas at the end of it. And the first season they had 4 of the characters from the original, and this season they have 1 of the characters. So who knows what they're going to do next year?
Who's the original? Who's from the original this time?
Catherine Willows. It's played by Marg Hellenberger.
She's on it. I didn't see her.
She's
I
on it.
I mean, I have the website and see her. Them bragging about her.
Last year was Gil Grissom, played by William Peterson. What's her
He was
name?
there.
Sarah, played by Georgia Fox.
Mhm.
The lab guy, I can't think of his name right now. They tried to frame him, and then the cop that got demoted in the very first episode.
So what happened to Grissom and Sarah?
They
Those two.
left. They left after season 1 with no explanation.
What were their positions?
Well, basically just Grissom was brought on as a consultant. Sarah was brought on as a true investigator.
Okay.
I think it was money. I think money had a lot to do with why they didn't come back.
Yeah.
What's Marge doing? Marge?
She's just an investigator.
Because it looks like the African American lady is in charge.
Yep, she's in charge.
Hey, 10 o'clock CSI Vegas.
Cool. So I got about an hour and 10 minutes in. Ish.
So is Mark Herman ever going to come back to NCIS?
I don't know. I read an article the other day about that he's not been completely written out of the show yet. So, again, take that with a grain of salt.
I'm betting not, but that's just me. I have no inside knowledge.
I totally agree with you. I just was asking I mean, he made a comment, which, he's getting kind of old to be an on the street, type of guy like his, and I think in real life, he's in his 70s.
He is 70, yeah.
My wife watches, I've watched it too, but a British TV show called Midsummer's Murders.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good, actually.
It is actually pretty good.
And yeah, I mean, it is no joke. And the guy quit, 6 years ago? Or the guy I liked, the older guy?
The main guy that everybody liked quit, and they got a substitute playing the same character or similar.
No, his cousin. He's playing the cousin.
Okay, well, I didn't know what the relationship was exactly, but it's not as good as it used to be.
No.
Still a good show.
But anyway, I guess for this season or something, he's going to come back or something. It's like he said that even in America, he said, "I'm the oldest detective on TV." It's like they force retirement of just the street.
I watched about 4 episodes of the original Perry Mason this morning, biding my time to go pick her up.
We power watched the whole thing during her illness, during her wife's illness.
Yeah, I struggled with those 4. And then when we got back, Andy Griffin was on. Boy, it was a tough decision. Go to bed or watch some Andy Griffin. I went to bed.
You ever watch Columbo?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like him.
Just one more thing, sir. Just one more thing. Yeah.
My favorite with Columbo is we're watching one. And I mean, remember, he is a lieutenant. And they quote, know he solves cases, right?
Mm-hmm.
So halfway through the case, I mean, to show, but pretend it's real. I mean, it's a TV show. We agree. But you call and say he's bugging you, and you're like, just a doctor. They're like, that must mean he knows who did it. You know what I mean? And I want him taken out the case. Well, sure, Dr. Schmo, we'll take Columbo out the case.
Was Columbo part of the mystery series that NBC had? They had McMillan and Wife, McCloud, and I want to say one more.
I think it was a lawyer show, but yes. I think it was for a season, I think, but then it was full time.
Then yeah.
NBC
So if Doug's starting at noon
mystery.
and he's doing it, yeah, it was on NBC. I remember that. I want to say it was Sunday mystery movies or something like that. I know McMillan and Wife was one of them with Rock Hudson, and I can't remember the girl's name. I
Columbo.
know Dennis Weaver was one with McLeod.
Then Heck Ramsey.
I thought it was
Heck Ramsey. I'm looking at Wikipedia. McLeod, Columbo, McMillan and Wife, and then Heck Ramsey with Richard Boone.
Okay, he was a lawyer, wasn't he? Or detective?
Detective. Well, gunfighter. Old West.
Was there 4 shows on that, or
they rotated? It was McLeod, Dennis Weaver, Columbo, Falk, McMillan and Wife, Rock Hudson, Susan St. James, and then Heck Ramsey was kind of under it, but not all the time. And he was a frontier forensic scientist in Old West. And it was produced by Jack Webb. And then they did a NBC Wednesday mystery movie with Cool Million, Banachek, and Madigan. Okay.
Mannix, wasn't it?
No, Madigan with Richard Widmark.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, I don't remember that one either.
Yeah, he was a New York cop.
Yep, that's what it said, detective or
Yeah,
streetwise veteran.
Columbo was part of the NBC Sunday mystery movie program.
Yep, I mean, look at it.
Cool.
A bumbling LA detective or homicide detective.
Yeah, he was. All right,
You know, again, remember though, they made him a lieutenant. You know,
go start the end of the stream. Well, I made it exactly a half hour longer than I intended to because I really wasn't feeling up to doing a full hour tonight. I'm worn out from her working all night and then having to get up and then take her to work and everything else. So,
well,
I'm
quick joking question: how's she doing?
Do what?
How's she doing from it? I mean, you know, she worn out?
Of course, she's worn out. She's in there sound asleep right now.
She's off tonight. Well, obviously.
16 hours. So she's got to be at work at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon till 6 o'clock Saturday morning. Then she's off Saturday and Sunday. And I'm taking her phone away from her and turning it off so nobody can call her and ask her to come to work. In 4 days' time, she will have, I just looked this up a while ago. In a 4-day period, so right now she's got 34 hours in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So 16, she'll have 50 hours in a 4-day period.
Jeez.
Yeah. It's, I know tomorrow night there is one girl she's working with. It's pretty good. I don't know about the overnight shift. Who knows with that? And they kind of got that all kind of screwed up. So the stream has come to the end. I'm just going to give a generic shout out to everybody and Greg, who was third.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I'll see everybody tomorrow on Daily Da Vinci at 12:27.
No.
Except for